The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today.
I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. Where's the money?
Hey, peace family, what's going on? It's Cornez with Too Smart to Be Broke. I want to thank you for coming to the channel today. Okay, if you don't know, I do talk a lot about business credit, but really, truthfully, my goal is to share information with you so you can make money online, make more money, make passive income, make automated income, just have different information that can maybe take you to that next level or plant a seed. Okay, all right. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today. So let's get started, family. Um, Look, I'm piggybacking off of my last video, was get business credit with no business. Let me kind of talk about the sole prop a little bit more. Okay, for one, sole proprietor and the individual you're operating, it's the same. So far as legal issues and liabilities, the individual is liable. There's no separation whatsoever. Okay. And one reason I don't talk about it that often. Two is because I've been talking about getting business funding and just trying to get enough credit and funding to actually operate in your business. Now you can get funding as a sole prop, but I mean, to get it more in an abundance, you have to kind of be structured right and play the game. Okay, because if you didn't know, this is commerce over here. Even as a sole prop and individual, you're still operating in a business manner. It's commerce. Like, you go buy something, the receipt says thanks for your business. Okay, so just because you may not have a LLC or something, just understand that the individual is a person the same way a LLC or corporation is a person legally, but they just have different tax structures and the way that it's formed. And since a lot of us weren't taught this information, we are incompetent in understanding the way to move in the matrix. And you may think when somebody says, "Are you a U.S. citizen?" or they call you the individual, they think that they're talking about the living, breathing person, and this is not true. So with that, if go back and rewind that, listen to it if you never heard that before, and just kind of do some research on that. Legal ease, kind of understand that. So by no means am I a guru, but I'm planting seeds the same way seeds were planted in me. Now it's up to you to kind of do the research and figure that out. So, but don't be scared. It's just, look, I feel like a lot of this stuff I should learn when I was 12 or 13, maybe younger. So it's a lot of families and generational higher elite families, more so families that built this infrastructure and this system. They teach their kids this stuff. So when you talk about, we can't be upset at the families for leaving a trust fund for their kids and stuff like that. We can't be upset at families that get rich because they have life insurance policies. These are all things that we need to be implementing in our lifestyles. And it's very hard because these people are thinking 20 and 30 years ahead, and we're focused on the light bill that we couldn't pay last month. So it's hard to wrap our mind around, doing anything long term and for the future a lot of times. So, it's best that we kind of reconstruct our paradigm, learn how to make currency and use it to transition and to better our lifestyle, to free up our time to learn and get to it. So anyway, if you didn't know, I get to rambling when I'm talking about something passionate. But I just want to say, look, sole prop for me, if I'm in Texas, it costs $300 to start a LLC or a corporation, S corp, whatever. So you may not have $300, but you want to start a business. Okay, so there's a couple points I can make to that. But you might have under $30 to start do a DBA to at least get the ball rolling and start operating in the public. So I understand that. I'm not knocking you for doing that. Now you could either hustle and hustle whatever you're doing on the side, and then just education, informational purpose. You can hustle on the side and make that $300. Or you can get the DBA to kind of start getting some paperwork, whatever going, and then once you make the money, transition into actually a legitimate business. That makes sense. So you got to do where you at, but just know that you want to, from my opinion, you want to separate yourself from the business as much as possible. When I talk about getting business credit, my whole goal was to make money and let the business build its own business credit profile as it is a person, and being able to leverage that person into different relationships and ventures, and able to use that credit to actually scale businesses and grow businesses and things of that nature. But I'm still new to all this. Okay. So what I did figure out along this journey, if you go back and look at my old videos, I talk about how I quit my job and got $50,000 because I personally guaranteed some stuff. Really just not knowing any better, and just had my credit was kind of cool, and anyway, so I did that. And then I started I really started like, okay, let me start moving with getting these vendors, because I was kind of doing that, like getting these vendors, and I was like trying to build this credit profile without using my social security number. And a lot of time they ask for it, or they want 2-3 years tax returns, or so on and so forth. So I did work my way up to actually being able to get funding without getting a personal guarantee at a couple of different places. But in all actuality, you need to be making money. Your business needs to be making money. You need to have 2-3 years tax returns. You can leverage your personal credit. You can leverage inventories. Different things you can do. But it's very few cards that are just accessible for you to get as a brand new business. Okay, so there's different things that you can do, but you know what? If you haven't seen my step-by-step business credit video, I'll put a link up here, and I have the business credit ebook that goes with that video is going to be below. So if that's something you're interested in, just check that out. All right. But I just want to let you know that the reason I don't talk about soul props as much is because for me, I want you guys to have the information, at least do the research to start moving towards separating the liability from the individual and the business, and being able to build generational wealth and have businesses you can pass down in your family that are operating well after you transition, or you're physically no longer in this existence. Okay. So hopefully this gave some insight to some people. If you want to build, and leave comments down below that can help this family continue to grow, because I am not the all be all. I always go out and read, learn, and get information from as many people as possible, but come into your own competence with this information. That way nobody can take that away from you. Okay. Oh yeah, family. If you're interested in getting business credit monitoring for your business credit profiles, there'll also be a link before that. I am an affiliate, but it is free for you to sign up if you're interested in building business credit, and I have a video that will teach you behind the scenes of what it's all about. So peace, love, and I will see you next time. You are too smart to be broke. I appreciate you. Peace.
I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke.